Welcome to the After Spin, opinions from thought leaders in our state. I want to ask Becki Gray and Howard Lee. Back in the 70s, North Carolina, along with other states, had lengthy and sometimes contentious debates about whether or not to adopt the Equal Rights Amendment. My dad was in part of that when he was in the legislature. So far, 37 states have agreed to this amendment. They need one more to make it over the cliff so that it can be ratified into the Constitution, and there are people that are pushing North Carolina to be that one more state. I want to ask you, should we do this? Why or why not, Howard?
Well, I was right in the middle of the 1977-78 activity, and of course it came down to one vote in the Senate, and that vote was cast by the man who defeated me in the lieutenant governor's race, Jimmy Green. I thought North Carolina had an excellent opportunity to raise its image at that time and support that because I was a strong supporter of ERA. And the question is today, will North Carolina step up? I don't think so. I just don't see that there is the commitment to go forward and give that one state support, but I wish we could because I think it would be very helpful to North Carolina's image.
A lot of things have changed since 1978, Becki. Is it time for us to go ahead and ratify this amendment?
I think absolutely it is. And don't forget, this was first proposed in 1923. I mean, it took Congress until 1972, I think, to put this into effect. So this is kind of a slow-moving movement, you know, I would say.
You could say
there have been bills that have been
Molasses
proposed recently.
Faster.
Yeah, we like to take our time in North Carolina, think things through, you know, talk about them on NC Spin. That's all a good thing. But there have been bills proposed recently in the North Carolina General Assembly 2015, 16, 17, 18. There is both a House and a Senate version that has been proposed this year. Both of those bills have quite a few sponsors, all Democrats. I think that we should go ahead and do it. I agree with Senator Lee. I think this is a great opportunity. 2020 is the 100th anniversary of the passage of the 19th Amendment, giving women the right to vote. Yeah. What a great opportunity for North Carolina to be the deciding factor in putting this through in conjunction with the 100th anniversary of women having the right to vote. And let me just mention real quick too, there's a great book on the history of the suffragette movement written by Rebecca Roberts, who is Cokie Roberts' daughter and former state budget director Lee Roberts' sister. And she has written it kind of in conjunction with anticipating the 100th anniversary. It's a very interesting history, a history here in North Carolina, and I think that we could get, I mean, I just think it's a wonderful opportunity for us.
I think it's great that the two of y'all are agreeing on a topic. There was a lot of organized opposition back in the 70s to ERA. I remember that very vividly. Is that organized opposition there now? Do you see it?
Well, I don't see the same level because you remember the organized opposition nationally was carried by a person named Phyllis Schlafly,
yes,
who really took this on as her matter to defeat it. What I see different this time is we have the Me Too movement, and while I have some concerns about the Me Too movement in some areas, I think there's a more positive support for this to be given serious consideration. I think it has real prospects of being approved.
Becki, you said most of the Democrats are in favor of it.
Well,
are Republicans not joining?
They have signed on to this bill. There hasn't been a lot of discussion as yet that I'm aware of. Neither of these bills have come before committee. I think one goes to Judiciary and then to Rules. The other one is in the Rules Committee. But, you know, we're still early in this. You know, I'm not sure what the General Assembly is going to do about it, but you've heard this latest effort tied to some issues like pay equality and some other things. In my view, this is about equal opportunity for everyone, including women. And, you know, I'd like to see it, you know, talked about in terms of opportunity to start businesses, removing some of the barriers for people to work with occupational licensing, reciprocity in licensing and things.
I remember the issues of women being able to get loans and start businesses.
Imagine that. And look at us now. So, you know, I mean, you know, equal opportunity, I think, I think this is an equal opportunity for women.
Virginia Slims? You've come a long way, baby.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, thanks for watching the After Spin. We'll have more video all during the week on ncspin.com.